Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Timberborn. My name's DeadM5337, and this is a beaver. Hello, Mr. Beaver. Aren't you a great forester, looking like Robin Hood? Yes, the Robin Hood hat. You've not really been required to replant any of these, but that's okay. I don't really need you guys to be that productive anymore, because now there are robots doing all the jobs that would end up with you hurt. So, we are in the start of cycle 30, filling back up our little trough here. Soon we'll have our pumpers back operational, and we're already starting at 3,400. So I believe we should have a head start on everything, and all of our tanks will be filled up soon. Question is, do we want to continue? Do we want to make more tanks? Maybe. But I know what we do want. We want wood. Wood. Wood is something that we ran out of just before the cycle ended last time. So more wood is needed. Yes. Oh, I remember why we ran out of wood. Because we went and did all these wonders and well-being things and a new zipline transportation to go and get everything all set up. Our high score for well-being has been 61. However, things are not necessarily going the way as planned. Our robot beavers are a little bit behind because we've been missing planks and wood. So what actually has to happen right now is we literally just have to let the game run. I can't really do anything because we don't have the wood to do the things. We don't have the planks because we don't have the wood. We don't have the bots because we don't have the planks. Which means that we're shy on workers. We are slowly starting to build up our punch cards again. That is an interesting scenario. But again, we need planks in order to go and do that, and blah, blah, blah. But one thing that did happen is all of our power is now connected. So that has upped the power production immensely. That being said, we also went and added 2 carousels to the power, so that has added power cost. Oh, and also these printing presses. That has added power cost to them. So, one step forward, 2 steps back, and all the like. Oh! I do know what I hadn't done yet. And we only have one. Ooh. So... Let me think. Can I do something? I can. Alright. So, we're going to go a 3-fer right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to clone you. We're going to clone you. Ooh, not that way. Clone you that way. And clone you that way. Awesome. So you are going to be books. Books, 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 books. They're in alphabetical order. Why the heck are you doing that? Alright. Books. And you... on... that... reset that... set memory node to... sure. R-E-A-D-I-N-G. Reading. Bam. And then we're going to set you to punch cards. LLP, so that's all towards bottom. Punch card. There we are. And set you to punch cards. There we are. And set you to on. There. Reset to that one. T-I-M-E-C-A-R-D-S. Time cards. There we are. I know I renamed them. I don't care. Alright. Punch cards. Automate. All the way to the bottom. Time cards. There we are. You. Books. Automate. Down towards R. Reading. R-E-A-D. There we are. Good, good, good. Okay. So those are set up to go and be automated as well. Good, good. Okay. Still trying to keep up on the planks, but as soon as we actually catch up on the gears, we shouldn't have a plank problem anymore. Oh dear Lord. The reason why we're having a bot shortage is because our mine opened up. That is silly. We're just going to max this out. Why not? That does mean that we're still on a bot shortage, but we will speed up our production of scrap metal. Yeah, so now it only takes an hour and 0.8 to make 5 scrap. So we dang near went and doubled our production speed. And again, they're bots, so we don't have to worry about them getting injured. And then, why did... morning time happens and it's like everything desyncs. Weird. Okay. Whatever. My gears are still on. Okay. So we're still making gears. We're still making metal. We need a scrap. Which, oh my goodness, we went and burned through so much metal so fast. Wow. Last session, you guys were really booking it, weren't you? Okay. Great. We'll let the beavers go and mine for scrap. That's fine. And our planks are finally starting to catch up. We're still low on planks. We're still low on wood. We still are low on pine resin, but that's fine because we are doing okay on treated planks. Drought has started, and power production has slowed to a blasted crawl. Can I... so if I build this out again, are you going to be a problem? You might. Alright, let's find out. Let's increase our power production. Okay. So, are these trifectas? They are. They're trifectas in one. We're going, for aesthetic reasons, we're going to make them two. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's where that ends. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Weird. But I'll take what I can get. We'll go 2, 2, and we'll make that 2 so that those can go there. We'll go rotate. 2 4s. Oh, and you don't even reach because the rope's in the way. Ah. Phooey. So it looks like that's as far as it's going to go. Okay, that's fine. Build. 6s. You're not even that. Because we didn't make you tall enough. You're too close and you're not tall enough. You and you. No. No, 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 no. Stop building that. I'm thinking. I'm trying to ponder things. Please stop building things while I'm pondering. You can't operate. Alright, they're gonna just keep on building it. I can't help that. Alright. You go there. And then that leaves 4 furs. Rotate. You're too tall. Yeah, so it is 3 over and 1. Dear Lord. Okay. You. A tree fur. An over that we can't do. A twofer. An over that we will do. You won't do a twofer, will you? Bummer. We can do that, and we can do that. And we can go 3s? Yes. And we can go a 4 that way. And we'll go 6s like that. That adds 1 more, and then we only go 2 more out. So let's get rid of this one. Let's build a twofer. And we'll go 6s, and we'll go like this. Fantastic. And then we need to come down here and do some funky math. You. Good. And we're just gonna make you straight. Why not? And that should reach all the points that matter, because then they can go on top of here and do this. I think. That is silliness. Okay. I almost swallowed my spoon. Alright. Can you not reach that? You can't reach that because it's too far. District length away from things is silliness. Okay. Now they can reach all the things. Let's go and see how well they can do. I might have to make the staircase one more. They are burning through all the logs that they have. So again, we are having a problem of I need wood. I need lots of wood. But they are burning through everything, so let's let them do their thing. We are almost keeping up with power. As you see, we are running a little low on our supply. This one here, it's because the water is keep on pumping. Yep. Alright. Woohoo. Carousels don't need to be on all times of day. Let's do another automation. Timer. Where do I want the timer? I want the timer right there. There we go. And we're going to delay, pulse, accumulate, random. All right. That's not chronometer, not a timer. Chronometer, fantastic. There we go. A clock is great. We're going to start this at 12 hours, and we're going to turn it off at 23 hours. That at least saves some of the time. Good. Okay. Automate. Bam. Automate. Bam. Oh, dear Lord. And they already built it. Fantastic. Good. So now, at the 12th hour of the day, just for closing time, this turns back on, and it'll operate all the way through the night. Seems silly, doesn't it? Let's take it to 21. There. Yeah. Because by then they should be in bed. The beavers should be sleeping by then. So all the beavers are going to bed. And this turns off. Nice. Good. Not exactly the best use of our time, but at least it will save some power. I'll take advantage of whatever power save I can. Automation usually does that, but I mean, not exactly doing great on that end. All right, so all that stuff, we're still basically waiting on wood. Between books and punch cards and planks and gears and sparkly planks and everything else, we just are burning through our wood as fast as possible. Oh, and let's not forget our platforms here that we're building. But that lets me know that they went and built that, so I don't need this no more. So we're going to take advantage of not needing this and get those planks back. Awesome. And then from here, they should be able to go and touch everything else. Yeah. So they can touch this, which will mean that they'll eventually be able to touch this. Awesome. Good, 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 good. And we're just out of wood. So we'll just go and plan on futurizing this. Wow, you just are completely useless, aren't you? Wait a second, we don't even need to go that far. So we're going to take this out. We're going to build this out as far as it can go. Boom. And then 3, is it 3? 4. There we go. You and you. Because we don't need to go out this far. Because we aren't building windmills over this far. So the fact that the zip line right there cuts into that don't matter. Okay. So that being said, we're just gonna copy. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Awesome. And then power. All the things. So when that's done, we'll have just a little bit more power. Should be enough to go and keep this operational. Even when we have water here. Good. Yeah, and our backup reservoir still has water feeding into our main reservoir. And we're on day 11. So I think I was correct in that these just hadn't pumped enough water. So they were still pumping water while this was here, so yay. What I am going to do is I am going to change the water pumpers into robots. So when they need to go in, or when they have the ability to pump water, they're pumping water 24/7, as opposed to, you know, just during the daytime. Now, that being said, we don't need workers as much, So we'll put their day ending at noon, which is right when this turns on, is it not? Yeah. So literally, as soon as the whistle blows, their carousel goes on, and everybody can get their happiness that they want. Fantastic. All right. We were running low on scrap. How are we doing on scrap? Okay, so we're not doing so bad on scrap. It took a cycle. And that was with making steel 24/7 too. So it took almost an entire cycle to go and rebuild up our scrap. But we were making steel. So now our steel is almost full. Our scrap is filling back up. Our treated planks are down, but other than planks, we're still low on treated or on the pine resin. That is a-okay. So they'll just take longer to go and do things. That's fine. You require paper. You require logs that we don't have. Got it. That's where things are going awry. Still stuck in a loop of we need this. In order to have this, we need this. In order to have this, we need logs. Oh my goodness. All because everything requires logs. Yes. Silly things. I will need a dirt miner eventually if I want the mud hut and to go and create all the well-being things. And it will allow me to go and finish terraforming things. Like maybe expanding this. Do I want to go and try and run power over here? And then getting a driller. Drill? Maybe. That sounds like a problem for a different person right now. Right now, this person needs to go and just hurry up and wait. The waiting is what is big concern. Now, what should I talk about? Well, I could always talk about politics. You know, it's a real troublesome when Beaver 4 versus Beaver 6 is, you know, fighting it out. That was a joke, by the way. I literally have made this entire channel partially because, frankly, I wanted it to be entertaining and to be free of politics so that, you know, anybody can be entertained. There is a whole bunch of political YouTubers and Twitch streamers and everything else spouting off their opinions, spouting off daily news, spouting off all sorts of things. You do not need my opinion. Mostly because I'm pretty sure that my opinions would alienate everyone. Everyone. Beaver supremacy is not a thing that everyone likes. You know, because beavers are so cute. And obviously they're better. Look, they're here and there's no peoples whatsoever. In fact, that's kind of the lore of Timberborn, is humans have messed up and either left the planet or died off. And beavers became sentient of a sort and are now, you know, rebuilding what they can, where they can. That's why there's scrap metal, you know, in places. That's why there was mines. That's why all the things. It is the internal logic of Timberborn. Yes, it's very deep and thought-provoking. Not really. But it is the logic that they have, and we'll take it. Let's do this and see if this... It does. That is hilarious. Alright, so that's 2. Great. So if we do 1 and we go 4 forward and we go 6 long, we can build water tanks and we can copy and we go bam, bam. And we're going to set you to obtain supply. We're just going to have you supply. Good, good. And then we need a way to get up there. So, what if we do... What if we do this? You, and you. Are you going to do anything? No. Alright. Let's do this. You. Need you there. You are going to be a 3-fer. Good. So you're going to be there. Flip. Rotate. Flip. Rotate. And you. And you. Good, good, good. Alright. It is weird, but we'll take it. And they'll build this stuff first, so we don't have to worry about prioritizing and whatnot. But we are keeping up with the power. That's the important part. Even those few extras that we went and built is enough to go and keep up with the power. That is what I wanted. Especially when this is empty. This is down to 1, which is annoying. That's fine. And we're still out of logs. That is an annoying part. But we do have 60 robot beavers. So, let's give our robot beavers jobs. They do not need sunlight because they're robots. So we'll do that. We'll do that. And we'll do that. And we'll do that. Good. And we'll clone you. And we'll flip. And flip. And we'll high prioritize these ones. And we'll delete these ones. Fantastic. So they'll build those hauling posts first. And with those hauling posts built, then the robot beavers will be haulers. Great. And that's more important. You. Not you. You. We're going to make you a robot. And what else can we just straight up make robots do the work? You. Good. You cooking. And you cooking. You could be robots. And you can be robot. And you can be robot. And you can be a robot. All the robot supremacy, because they make superior products. Num 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 num. And you can be a robot. 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 You're already a robot. Fantastic. How about you guys? You're robots. Good, good. Alright. All the beavers are losing their job to automation. Fantastic. More beaver playtime. Okay. So, let's look at well-being. The hunger, thirst, sleep, shelter, wet fur are all fulfilled. All the foods are fulfilled. All the social life is fulfilled. Great. Detailer and mud pit are needed. That's it. I mean, we can do a detailer. Let's take away that one. Well-being. Detailer. Where is detailer? Detailer. There we are. Rotate, rotate, rotate. There. And there. Good, good. And... We'll give them one basic and one tree. There we are. Give them some variety. You can actually put your own picture in there. I just haven't put my picture in the correct file. I don't want to think about how to do that at the moment. Alright. So now there's space for 40 robot beaver haulers. So the fact that we have 28 openings is not a problem. And again, we run out of water the day before it being a problem. I don't know what I'm going to do to solve that problem. Because I built up as high as I can. Or as high as I should, anyways. So... Phooey. There's one other thing I could do. But it... No, I shouldn't be doing that either. Because... these would make it not optimal, and we would end up with higher evaporation. Huh. I could make a new tank here. Yes, it could. It would cut down on my berries and my dandelions. But... yeah, I think I'm going to. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do this. And we're going to prioritize that. And with that being said, we have plans for next time. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Please be sure to go and like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun things. We have water coming in. We finished cycle 30. We still are working on our power. We are working on building up 2 new tanks. We still need wood. We need wood. That is going to be the mantra probably until the end of the game. When I finally build the Earth Rejuvenator. We need wood. Wood, wood, wood. But that's a problem for next time. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Please be sure to go and like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun things. It looks like my little character's desyncing. Bye-bye.